Building relationships and helping others is what we do best. We are here to help you build on those strengths like never before. Where they are, just like we've been doing since the beginning. Welcome to the evolution of entrepreneurship. Welcome to Amway Creators.
Amway gives us opportunity with products that fit everybody.
I decided I should go for something where I can promote healthy living.
I want to work and be with my family.
I want to have my own life, my own schedule.
Amway is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I'm an ABO.
I'm Amway Business.
Amway Business.
I'm the business owner.
Amway complements my lifestyle.
I just share my experiences with my products.
I use almost all products from Amway.
My favorite Amway product is Nutrilite All Plant Protein.
Artistry, skincare.
I'm a fitness boy, so I love protein.
Everybody wants to find supplements. Everybody thinking about healthy.
I like to be a part of fitness and health community.
Our Amway team is like a family.
We have different activities with my team. It's cooking, yoga class,
Sports activities.
Group meetings on parks.
I learn a lot and I share my own experience.
And the best thing about working with Amway is the freedom.
Freedom of life, freedom from boss.
I work anywhere that I want.
We can work everywhere we want to work and how we want to work.
My location for work, it's right here in my telephone.
Our goals and dreams are very clear.
I want my children to look at me as their idol.
It's about how to achieve goals, how to stay motivated, how to dream.
To us, it's not even like work. It's like having a good time.
Dear future generation, you see everything with a fresh pair of eyes. You are eager to learn and fearless to try. From your first taste of solids to your first jump, the world is your oyster and nothing can stop you. It is a big world out there, and I want to keep you safe before I let you soar. I hope you understand why I pay extra care when it comes to you and the food you eat. After all, we are what we eat. Dear future generation, I hope you realize the risks in food safety and the importance of knowing where your foods come from. From farm to table, traceability is important and necessary. That is why I choose only the best for you, from the ingredients we use to the supplements we take. They are the best of nature and science combined. Dear future generation, our personal health and the health of our families depend on the purity and safety of the products we buy. And so, I hope you'll make smart choices for your family when the time comes. Just like how I did for you. Love, Mom and Dad.
Organic farming is definitely the hardest form of agriculture. I love people, I love organic, and I love to work hard, which are kind of all the things that you really get in organic farming. Neutralites farming practices incorporate a farming system where we don't use pesticides or herbicides or any synthetic chemicals on the farm. We consider the farm a living organism, so everything that we do to the farm matters. Depending on what crop you're growing is going to depend on where you want to locate that crop. We have farms in Brazil, El Pedical, Mexico, and also 2 different farms in Washington State. They're placed in these different locations because we have different topography and different climates that allow us to grow the best plants for Neutralite. We get to be involved in each process of growing the plant, harvesting the plant, and eventually sending the plant off for final processing. We document every step of the process. We call it the birth certificate of the plant. We're using technologies that not a lot of other organic farms are using, such as GPS technology and advanced tractor technologies in order to get cultivation closer to the plant to allow us to reduce the amount of hand weeding. We're working with all natural products. We're living a healthy lifestyle, and we're also creating a sustainable future.
All right. Welcome everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Home Gobbling Tuesday PACE meeting. Good to see all of you. I'm your host for today. My name is Waylon from Indonesia. First of all, let me thank our dear founders Diamond, Erwin Tan and Diamond Janet, who have given me such an opportunity to be your host for tonight. And also don't forget my own dear outline mentor, Kotoni and Miss Casey from Singapore. Yes, give them flowers and egg. Thank you. So today exactly new month, so hopefully everyone has new hope and new goals to set. Okay, let us begin. Okay, so this is our highlight for tonight. Our 2 greatest speakers waiting for us later after this promotion of the month. Okay, the first one is from Malaysia promotion. We have this artistry product worth of 450 ringgit, which is the artistry crystal pen. Wow, with SanDisk USB. Wow, very good, huh? At the price as 29 ringgit. Okay, so beautiful. The second one is new I Feel You, the botanical beverage, apple, jujube, and wheat peptide. Wow, new flavor. Okay, please check out with the with your upline or the person who invited here. Okay, for the greater information. The third one is this one. Start from 2nd March until 31st March, which is the, if you buy this Morphe Richard Redefine hot water dispenser, you get this, wow, 2-tire lunch pouch stainless steel interior, 1.4 liter for free. Wow. Okay. So this is it for Malaysia promotion. Let's go next to Singapore promotion. Okay, the trim and fit with body key mentor now available until August 2022. Okay, please check with your upline and or mentor with the packaging of the body key. Okay. Second one is this, the Virgo Arabian dates. Okay, will be available on 15 March. Okay, the price is the one 450 gram is $8.5. The one with almond and apricot is $11. And for the immunity pack special available until 31st March, you get this immunity pack only at $28 with every $288. Okay. Next, the atmosphere promotion for the mini and the sky. You can see with the price worth, okay, you will get this auto power wrap if you buy either the mini or the larger sky. Okay. Continue. Let's go green. Okay. Amway Singapore now plays a part in saving autonomy. Okay. So now plastic bags, every plastic bag will be charged 2 cents. Okay. Will be of okay. So okay, this is it. And the last one is the ladies' date night. Okay, chit chat with women's health about women's health. Don't forget to mark your calendar on 8 March Tuesday, 8 p.m. Which is our home global link-based meeting. And then celebrating women or celebrating every moment with this product. Okay, so get more information with your coaches or upline mentor. Thank you. Let us continue. The Women's Probiotic Workshop, mark your calendar on 21st March or 22nd March. Okay. Now go to our Indonesian market. Now we have this cashback coupon promotion with every purchase of Nutrilite, Artistry, Personal Care, Amway Home worth 1.5 million. You get this coupon cashback 50,000 rupiah, available next month until May. Okay. Now we have this, our online body key challenge, second batch. Okay, if you follow for Indonesian market only, if you follow our last match 14 days, now we have our second batch available from 18 to 31st March. Okay, and this one we have this new software, which is our content cube from Amway Indonesia. When you go to here, you will see every kind of product or every kind of PDF you want to download can. And our new product available on Apple is Atmosphere Mini, now available in Indonesia starting from 1st April 2022. And this one is our bronze recognition rally for Indonesia, start from 19 March on Saturday. So you can feel free to join or ask or invite your ABO or customer to come and see the crowd. Okay, so that's all for the promotion of the month. Now let us move on to the speaker. Yes, so the first one who is going to share is this young gentleman in the middle. His name is Darryl. Okay, so Darryl, a little bit of his background. Darryl actually graduated from University of Buffalo with a degree in the business accounting. Now currently work as a tutor to guide the new generation of students to improve critical thinking. He was once diagnosed with a spinal condition called ankylosing spondylitis when he was 16. Wow. That led him started his journey to improve his fitness. Okay. Over the years, he come to learn a holistic approach toward wellness. For a person who wasn't sports inclined, meaning who wasn't really into sports, now since he come to a long way, nowadays not only has he participated in various marathons, duathlons, or even triathlons. Wow. He also completed a half Ironman as a part of the team. So, without further ado, let us welcome Mr. Darryl with your loudest applause, flowers, and egg. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Darryl.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for the introduction. So, yes, my name is Darryl, and it's really my honor to be able to share what I share today. So, let's see. Okay, over here. Yes. Okay. So the topic today that I want to share, right, is improving energy to improve welfare. Just very simple thing, but there is a very small disclaimer. Okay, disclaimer. Everything that's going to be seen here is just my own experience. So experiences will differ from people to people. Okay, this is a very important disclaimer. So don't later ask me, how come when I did this it didn't work? Well, it's because everyone has their own experiences. Okay, so just to further introduce myself, right, just to show you how not sporty I am at all. Okay, in primary school, I'm in the library club. In secondary school, I was in chess. In junior college, my CCA was chess and photography. Also, for those who don't know what CCA means, it's just your after-school curriculum activities. Basically, once your school's over, then what you do. Yeah, so these were all activities that I did, and none of them were sports at all. So even the time I spent after school, right, is all used on studying. And when I say really used on studying, I mean like, if, for example, from Mondays to Fridays, if my school ends at 4 o'clock, after that, from 5 o'clock all the way to 10 o'clock at night, I'm at tuition. From Saturdays to Sundays, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night, I'm at tuition. So when you ask me whether or not I'm sports inclined, I can tell you no. I don't even go and work out. The only time I work out during my school time is during the physical education class that's scheduled there. So I'm not even sports inclined. Then when I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, which is a spinal condition, right, in junior college, this means that also for those who don't know, I'm born in Singapore, which means that, and also for Singapore's case, right, you have something called military service that you have to go for. You are enlisted to do. It's compulsory. So when I was 18, because of my diagnosis, when I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, right? So from 18 to 20, during my NS years, military service years, I was declared a non-combat fit. So even then, I'm not even exercising during my military service. So you can tell how not active in sports I am. Okay, and so this all changed. Okay, this all changed after my military service. I was introduced to business. I was able to meet some like-minded people. Some very great people, like my mentor William and my upline Eldon. And a little tidbit about Eldon, which my upline, which is he's an extremely sporty person. He's even more extreme because for him, right, he's the kind of person who does one half marathon. For those who don't know, one half marathon means 21 kilometers. He's the kind of person who will do one half marathon a month. So in one whole year, he does 12 of this. Okay, I'm not even joking. He's the kind who goes to the extreme in this. So when I saw that, right, so as you know, I'm a bookworm. So I'm literally foundation zero, kosong. Don't even have any sports. And then suddenly I see this and I was like, wow, I really want to be like, I want to be healthier. I want to be more energetic. So, I saw this and I followed him. Then at the time also, William also, he come and tell us, hey, let's go for a run together. Let's go. So I went along. So, in 2013, I was doing less than a half marathon, which means 10 kilometers. I started to run. I started to follow them. I started to go and exercise. So as I was as I was exercising, then thankfully, as the years progressed, I started getting faster. In 2014, I completed my first half marathon, which is 21 kilometers. 2015, I completed my first full marathon, which is 42 kilometers. Then the next year is an aquathlon and a duathlon. For those who don't know, an aquathlon means you swim and then you run. A duathlon means you cycle and then you run. Then a triathlon is you swim, you cycle, and then you run. You want, and then after that, in 2018, I participated in my first half Ironman. And for those who don't know, a half Ironman is just basically half marathons, 3 half marathons put together, which means a half marathon worth of swimming, a half marathon worth of cycling, and a normal 21 kilometers worth of running. And at that point in time, due to certain reasons, I wasn't able to complete it. But the next year, in 2019, I was able to complete it. So what this all means, right, is I at least want to show how I managed to change from a not so sporty days to the current sporty days. And all of this is directly due to welfare. Okay, and for those who don't know, right, welfare, right, I have a saying which is welfare is health, and if you have good health, it means you have good welfare. But when I ask a lot of people, they always tell me, "Oh, good health. Good health means I'm not sick." But that's not really good health, because I have an analogy, which is, can you imagine, right? You're not sick. Let's say you have a very toned body, but then every day in the morning when you wake up, you feel so lethargic. To me, that's not good health. Another analogy is also where, let's say you are also another normal body size, but you every from Monday to Friday you are stressed because of your work. That again is not optimal health. So optimal health, right? I took this excerpt from the mission of the Office of Population Affairs, which is basically the Department of Health and Human Sciences. This is a Health and Human Services. This is a government organization in the United States, and their definition of optimal health is that you need to have a balance of physical, emotional, social, spiritual, and intellectual health. Basically, it means you need to be happy. You need to also be surrounding yourself with people you like, so that you're not feeling lonely also. So all of this contribute to optimal health. I mean, obviously, for the presentation today, I'm not going to be able to cover everything. The only thing I can cover is energy. Okay, energy, which is what I can share, because these are what the products in our business have directly helped me. Okay, so energy is very broad. We think there's like light energy, there's like a heat energy. This is basically what we studied before, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm only going to be focusing on 2 forms of energy, right? Which is the body and the mind, and how both of this energy was able to help me go from a bookworm to at least a triathlete. Okay, so first thing, the mind. I think that the mind itself is a very important thing, and a lot of people neglect it, because so how does the mind help give energy? So let's say, right, when you do a good analogy is this: when you're doing something you like, or when you're talking about something you like with your friends, automatically, if it's a subject of interest, automatically your eyes will light up, then you feel very energetic when you're talking about it, right? So this is the same thing as when in school. This is in direct contrast to like in school. When you're like studying and then your teacher just drones on and on and on about mathematics, and then you listen also, your brain shuts off and then you feel very lethargic. It's the same thing, because mental energy directly impacts the state of your body. The more you are interested in something, the more energetic you will be. It's like cheating yourself, saying, "Wow, I'm like excited, I'm fired up," that kind of feeling. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that positivity is key, because you need to surround yourself with a positive approach. Because if you keep thinking, "Oh wow, sian, I don't like this," or you feel very negative about it, right? Immediately your entire day is good. So there's something called Monday blues. Like from Sunday you are very happy, but then after Monday morning you feel you like no lethargy. You feel very lethargic. Your energy tanks. This is because you have this negative approach, like, "Wow, I have another week to go to work. Wow, I cannot take it already." Immediately your energy sinks. So in order to combat this, you need to keep yourself positive. You need to tell yourself, "Wow, at least the is a new week. A new week means new things to explore. So if you do this, your energy levels on Monday morning will at least be higher. You will not feel so lethargic. You will not feel so scared to go. And at the same time, you need to surround yourself with people, right, who are positive. Like for me, thankfully, I was introduced in the business. I was able to meet my team of wonderful people, right? And all of them are positive people. And this boosts my energy level also. This was what personally boosted my energy level, and this was what contributed to me taking the first step towards exercising to become a healthier and more fit person, right? So you need to change your mindset. You can't just keep saying, "Oh, I can't do this," or "Oh no, I don't like to do this." In fact, one of my mentors, Ho Ming, he used to say that you need to change your mindset. Think about how you can enjoy it. What are the benefits and what are the drawbacks? So as you progress onwards, right, you understand how a particular subject that you're not interested in, how it benefits you, and then from there you are able to find energy to combat it. So like for me, I'm a bookworm. Wow, you want me to exercise? I tell you, I need to study. Cannot be. then even then, when I was exercising, at the point of time I was in university, I have my own classes that I have to go to. I have to study. It's not as though I immediately stop studying. But to me, I wanted to change, right? I wanted to change. So I went through a list of how exercising can help me. And from there, I was able to change my mindset. It was like, so initially I was not, you tell me about exercising, I was drawn off. I was like, don't like. Now you tell me about exercising, I like talking about it. I like to talk about it, and my brain immediately charges up, which means that my eyes light up. I'm immediately more energetic talking about it. So this is how you can charge your mental energy, right? So for the things to change, first you yourself must change. Like it's like you want your surroundings to change. You want to get fit. The easiest thing to do is to just change your mindset. And this is what my mentor William has always said. For things to change, first I must change. So once you change your mindset, right, it becomes very easy for you to challenge things you don't like. For me, it was exercising at the point of time. Wow, I need to challenge it because I was like a bit, no, I wouldn't say I'm obese, but I was above the weight limit. But so to me, I was able to change my mindset, and then immediately after that, my body start to change. Of course, my mindset start to change first. Then my body start to change. It start to tone down. Then after that, finally, I was able to start accomplishing things. So this is how you must not underestimate mental energy. Okay. So, but obviously, mental energy isn't everything, because I can talk about it, but mental energy really is geared towards like books, reading, surrounding yourself with good habits. All of those will be covered, by the next speaker, because that's how you get the good positive vibes and the mental energy. What I will be sharing, however, will be how the products in our business has helped, give the energy to the body. Okay, so some basic tips for improving body energy is: you want sufficient sleep, you do not smoke, you exercise, and you have proper nutrition. Okay, sufficient sleep. You want at least 8 hours of sleep a day in order to be energetic the next day. Because sometimes it's very difficult, right, for us to have 8 hours of sleep. I know, because we're all working adults. I believe all of us here are working adults, or we are studying. I believe all of us here are working adults. Okay, so it's much easier. All of us are here are working adults, right? So sometimes you have overtime. Sometimes you have to rush through projects. And sometimes you wake up early to go to work, right? So sometimes you only at best we have 6 hours of sleep. We don't have 8 hours of sleep. So even with 6 hours of sleep, right, it is still possible, right, for you to charge yourself with energy. The easiest thing to do is to have a sleeping habit. So let's say you sleep from 12 to 6, you make it a habit to sleep from 12 to 6, such that your body itself, right, is in tune with that sleeping pattern. So when your body knows you want to sleep, it will automatically sleep, right, and you will have a much better sleep compared to when you sleep at 4. Like let's say you sleep at 10, then you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then this kind of sleeping habit, if you change suddenly, your body is not used to it, right? And then your body will not feel rested. And that directly impacts your energy level. For me, this has happened before because, last time I was in university, I chose project. And then after that, suddenly, all of a sudden, my sleeping pattern changed. The next day, I cannot, I'm like, I'm drooping eyes. I want to wake up, also cannot wake up. So this means that sleep is very important. You cannot replace sleep. Even with our products, right, in the business that give you energy, you cannot replace sleep. I must repeat that. And also the next, a small tidbit about sleep. which is if you are feeling tired, sometimes it's much easier to take a 10-minute to 30-minute power nap. Sometimes just this small 10 minutes where you just sleep and you doze off, right? And then you wake up, your body is able to recharge itself immediately for you to continue on for the next hour. So that's how important sleep is. Do not like just think that it's not important, okay? No smoking. I'm just going to go through very briefly because I personally don't smoke. But I have looked through what happened because I have a friend who used to smoke. Then he quit smoking. And the reason why smoking directly impacts energy level is because smoking damages your lungs. And your lungs means, if it damages your lung, it means it damages your breathing abilities, your breathing capabilities. And when you cannot breathe properly, you lose out on energy because you need, when you breathe, right, your basically some small little biology here is when you breathe, your oxygen goes through your blood cells. And then if you don't breathe enough, your blood cells can't bring oxygen towards the rest of the entire body, and this is how energy is formed. So if you are a smoker and then you stop smoking, within the month your lungs will start healing, and then your energy level will start to improve. So this is how important it is. Okay, next, exercising. Like I cannot emphasize how important it is to exercise because I can tell from both ends. I've come from both sides. I've been a bookworm where I totally don't even see the gym at all, to now, right, where I actually work out at least 10 to 30 minutes a day. The difference is a very stark difference because last time, right, I sleep for 8 hours, but I don't exercise and I still lethargic throughout the entire day. Compared to now, sometimes I can sleep for 6 hours, but because I'm exercising every day, I don't feel that lethargic. And the reason for this is because when you exercise, right, you have adrenaline going through your body. So this adrenaline makes you just immediately perks you up. Like if you just go and run, right, even if you feel tired and you go and run, at the end of the day, you because you're running, right, you automatically will have energy surging through you. Okay, so, and obviously, if you work out, it keeps your body fit. So this is the most important thing. But obviously, when you want, before you transition to being able to exercise, right, the first thing that we need to talk about is nutrition. And thankfully, right, in this business, we have Nutrilite, which is the best of nature, best of science. It's able to help give you the additional boost to go ahead. Because, like, for me, I'll be brutally honest. It's because of Nutrilite, right, that gave me the energy to go and run, or at least give me the chance, the opportunity to go and exercise. Because at that point in time, when I wanted to go and exercise, right, because I'm coming from a bookworm background, I don't have the energy. I literally have no energy to go to spend on anything else. I need an additional form of energy from somewhere else, right, to allow me to go and exercise. Because you need to exercise, right? You need energy. Cannot be, I want to exercise, then like you go to exercise, then you say, I want to go exercise, then you go and exercise. But then when you come, but reality sinks in. You come back from work. Then after it's like, wow, I just came back from work, I feel very tired. Okay, I don't exercise. Yeah, this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. But if you take Nutrilite, if you have additional energy going through your body, right, you have spare energy to spare. You can use that spare energy to go and exercise, and that's how habits form, and that's how it takes step by step, and that's how you get fat, you get fitter. So obviously I can't share every product in Nutrilite because our range of Nutrilite range is very, very deep, very wide. I can't share everything. I can only share a small range of Nutrilite products, right? But all of these products are products that I've personally taken, and it has impacted me. Okay, so the first product that I would like to talk about is the Nutrilite B complex. Okay, so Nutrilite B complex is naturally derived from cultured yeast. So it's easily digested and assimilated. What this means, right, is when you take it, it's easily absorbed into your body, and you see the effects quite fast. So for this, I took this. If I take this in the morning, within an hour, I'll start to feel the effects of it. I'll start to feel energetic. So the reason for this is because B complex itself has 7 B vitamins in it, and all of them, right, contribute to energy in various ways. And so I wrote down here what each of it does. So B1 deficiency. If you have deficiency in B1, you will have low energy, right, and you have reduced brain and nervous system function. So the more you take, the more your brain is able to function properly, and then you won't you'll be able to have like mental energy. Basically, it'll help improve your mental faculties, improve your mental energy. Then B5 energy. B5 is linked to energy conversion, which is how your food is converted to energy. If you have a deficit in B5, you will not be able to convert your food. So like sometimes you need to eat food in order to get more energy. It's basically because food gives you fuel. But if sometimes you eat a lot of food and then you just feel very lethargic, yeah, you need more B5. You have a deficiency of vitamin B5. Then vitamin B6, it helps with your brain function also. Okay, so another one that helps your mental faculties. Then vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, right? The lack of it causes tiredness and anemia. It's the one that's directly impacting our energy. So because it converts fat and protein to energy. And for those who don't know, right, fats itself are those that you burn, right, in order to work out. And for people who exercise, right, burning fat, right, is one of the most important things because it gives you the most fuel to run. Okay, even in fact for those of us, right, who or at least for the ladies, right, fat burning is very important because it keeps you sleep, it keeps your body in tone. So if sometimes when you work out and you feel like, wow, I want to burn fat, but I can't burn fat, right? Maybe you need to take more B complex. Okay, and all of this I took when I was exercising, when I was working towards my Ironman. I would take this, and it was a very stark contrast before I take, because at that point of time I was in university, right? While at the same time exercising. So there are days where I forget to take my B complex. I go to school. Well, I want to sleep in lecture. I will automatically want to sleep in lecture. Then for those days where I remember to take, right, I'm at least able to go through the entire lecture without sleeping. So there's really a stark difference. Yeah. Next, vitamin C extended release. So this as you can tell, is a vitamin C, so it provides vitamin C. And then there's extended release, which means it's able to steadily release the required amount of vitamin C throughout the entire day. So for those who don't know, vitamin C is water soluble, and at the same time, right, there's only so much you can absorb at one time. So I have this friend of mine who says that, why take vitamin C extended release when you can just take orange? You just eat a lot of orange in one day. And he says I eat like 2 oranges in the morning. Well, that should be enough. But that's not the case, because oranges, right, like, yeah, it's packed with vitamin C, but you can't absorb everything at one shot. All of it, right, like you can only absorb some portion of it, and the rest are all waste. The rest just come out in your pee. So you can just take all of this, but it will not help you at all, because you will feel energetic for like maybe 1-2 hours. Then after the rest of the day, you feel lethargic. So this is very important, because when me taking this, okay, so for my own experience, me taking this and me not taking this, when I take this, I can sustain my energy level throughout the entire day. That means even until after work. But if I don't take this, as it gets closer and closer to 6 o'clock at night, I start to get tired and more tired. So I can really feel the difference between taking and not taking. And vitamin C itself, right, provides is in charge of the production of energy because of this process called beta oxidation. I won't tell you what beta oxidation is, because it's a lot of mental jargon. But just know this: vitamin C does play a part, right, in producing energy. So for those of you who feel like like nearing like end of work hours, you feel very tired, you can take this. It will help a lot. Okay. Then the next thing is neutralite coenzyme, or CoQ10. And CoQ10, right, helps generate energy in your cells. And it's something that your own body, right, produces. But as you grow, as it decreases with age. So how some of us will always say, as you grow older, then a lot of them will say, oh, I'm older now, I don't have that much energy. This could be the reason why. Because they are producing lesser CoQ10. They're producing lesser coenzyme. And CoQ10 itself, right, is involved in the making of adenosine triphosphate, which is ATP for short. And ATP is very important because ATP directly impacts your energy transfer within cells. So the more coenzyme you take, the more energy you can take, you produce. And this one is like this is one of my secret weapons I use when I was going for my triathlon and for my Ironman, because I used to take like 3 to 6 of these, right? Even though they say 1 to 3 capsules a day on the bottle, right? I used to take up to 6 capsules in the morning, right? Before I go for my marathon. And it really does help, because at that point of time, right, as if you're going for a marathon, it's like 42 kilometers. You need a lot of energy, and there's no way, right, your body can sustain throughout the entire journey, right, without additional supplements on the side. It's really impossible because you can eat and eat and eat. Like some of us, right, as athletes, right, we will know that you will bulk up on food before we go for our runs. But there's only so much you can do because your body is only that size. You can't compress that much food into your stomach and then go and run. And even then, it's also not feasible because if you compact that much and go and run, you want to vomit. So this is how you basically cheat in short of how you get more energy to go and exercise. So then the last thing for Nutrilite that I want to share is which if you really don't care about the rest and you just only want one product that will help you, then it will be Nutrilite Double X. Because Nutrilite Double X itself contains, it's multi-minerals. We say it's multi-mineral, we say it's multivitamin, we say it's multi-concentrate. And it's really multi because in Double X, right, we have 12 vitamins, 9 minerals, 17 phytonutrient plant concentrates, and all of these have no synthetic additives at all. So as you can tell, because you have 12 vitamins, you naturally have all the vitamins that are required, right, for energy. So taking this will help with energy boostage. Obviously, it's not as much as vitamin C, it's not as much as B complex. But if you are starting and you want to start with Nutrilite, this is a very good product to start on because just one pill, or there's 3 pills. Basically, one is the vitamin pill, one is the mineral pill, one is the plant concentrate pill. You take these 3, and then these 3 pills a day. You will start after a week, right? You will start to feel the change. And this was the first product I tried, because when I was first introduced in the business, this was the first product I bought because we were talking about Nutrilite. We were saying, how it boosts energy. This is the first product I ever tried from Nutrilite, and in 1 week I was able to see the difference. I was able to feel more energetic. I was able to feel like, wow, I have energy to spare. Not as though, wow, I'm so lethargic. I cannot do. I know I'm slogging through my entire life. No, this is how it affects. It helps you, and how it has helped me. And also a good thing about Nutrilite Double X is that it helps to prevent cellular damage. Why? That means when you grow older, or pollution from the sun, or pollution from the air, all these damage your cells. But Nutrilite Double X helps prevent cellular damage, which means, right, you will not be in a situation where as you grow older, then you produce lesser CoQ10, or at least it will slow down the process of which you lose CoQ10. Okay, and obviously also helps your body absorb external nutrients. And I've talked so much about Nutrilite, right? And obviously Nutrilite has a lot of other products, right? Obviously this is not the end of the products, okay? But the next product I'm sharing isn't from Nutrilite, but it is a product that I think came into the market like maybe 6 years ago, and that is Access, your Access energy drink. So Access energy drink is a very wondrous thing because what happens is Access itself has no sugar. Okay, it contains multiple vitamin Bs, and as you know, which I just shared about vitamin B complex, because of all the different vitamin Bs, you will have energy. There's no way you cannot have energy. You just take 1 can a day, or you take 1 can before you go to work, or 1 can before you do any strenuous activities. You will feel energized, right? And because there's no sugar, you will not have this situation where there's a sugar rush. Because sometimes we drink Coke, or you drink something with a lot of sugar in it. Sure, you will feel energetic for a while, but immediately after the effect ends, you have this thing called your sugar crash, which you immediately feel from energetic to no energy. And because Access doesn't have sugar, you will not feel the effects of a sugar rush. Okay, so that's a very good thing. The next thing is also that there's low calories. So naturally, you don't want to have something that's high calorie. Then you drink let's say I go and exercise. Then after exercise, I drink 1 can of Access. It's not to the extent where I burned my fats already. Then I drink my Access. Then wow, I've gained back the fats. No, there's no such thing. It's low calories. So that's a very good thing. And honestly, Access has helped me a lot because Access itself. When I went for my Ironman, instead of taking our 100 plus or whatever isotonic drink, right? I stocked up on Access. I put it into my water bottle, and I went for my Ironman. And this really helped me because when losing energy. I drink this. In a while, in an hour, I was able to feel energized again. And even though I say you might think it's very slow, but when you're an Ironman, right, the event goes on for like 12 hours. So when I say 1 hour, right, like let's say from 5 hours to 6 hours, I drink this, it helps a lot because I still have another 6 more hours ahead of me. I need the energy in order to complete my Ironman. So this really does help a lot, And at the same time, for those of us who are working, sometimes in the afternoon, in your lunchtime, you already feel like you go to sleep already. Cannot. Then you take one excess. This helps because it gives you the energy so that you can last from 1 o'clock all the way to 5 o'clock. It helps. It really does help a lot. So this is a small tidbit that you can use to boost your energy levels. Okay, so I think so with this, right, I've come to the end. I really hope, right, that whatever I shared, right, you would go and try it out. Because don't take my word for it. Okay, because like I said, disclaimer at the start, these are all my personal experience. If you really want to experience it for yourself, you need to go and try the product. You need to go and come up with a plan, right? An action plan of how you're going to exercise, how you're going to get fit, how you're going to, get more energy. And I hope, right, that it has helped you. And with that, back to the host.
Okay, awesome sharing by Mr. Darryl. You can see how he shared energy and he himself very energetic. Yeah? The whole session, let us give him 888 again and flowers. Very energetic, very suitable to talk about energy today. Yeah? So just now talk about body and mind, and of course talk about mind have something to do with positivity, has something to do to change a little bit of your mindset. Okay, for things to change, you need to change yourself, because when your mood is positive, the body. Okay, very good tips. Okay, from Mr. Darryl. Sufficient sleep. We ever talk about it in our Fat to Fit journey. Exercise. We have our routine. Sunday exercise and proper nutrition from Nutrilite. Of course. Okay. Thanks a lot, Mr. Darryl, for your awesome sharing. Very energetic. Let us give him again 999. Thank you. Okay, let us move on to our second speaker, which is Miss ChinChing. A bit of her background. Okay. A little bit of his background, her background. Okay, sorry for a while. So Miss ChinChing is actually working in FMCG industry or marketing for more than 10 years, everyone. Okay, now currently holding the Senior Trade Marketing Manager in MNC company, building Amway business as a plan B to pursue financial freedom. So without further ado, let us give flowers and 888 to Miss ChinChing. Over to you, Miss ChinChing, for your sharing.
Thank you. That's such an awesome introduction of myself. First of all, I'd like to thank our mentor, Diamond, Janet, and Edwin, giving me this chance to share on a book sharing. Yeah. So let me share my slide over here. So I hope everyone can see my slide. If I say you can't, you may voice out. If no, I shall proceed on. So for this actually business, right? So we not only actually learn about products like what we learned from Darryl just now, awesome sharing from Darryl, very energetic. We learn a lot on how the products has helped us and has helped him as well. So on further development, on self-development as well, like showing here, you can see over here that partially building the volume and structure, you will need to know about the product. And then that part actually Darryl actually cover. And right now we can actually, for personal development, why not actually rewire our mindset by reading books. And with today, I'm going to share one book. I think this is one of the so-called the first or Bible book or a must-read book when we come into personal development. No matter whether you are actually actively building the business, or actually, or probably like reading it for your own personal development in order to actually overcome a lot of situations and challenges in your life. So this is one of the very, very good book to actually cover. I believe that many of you or many of us actually read it. I've actually read it for today's sharing. I've actually read it the third time already. And every time that I read it, right, in this book, right, actually I've a lot of, marking and highlighting. You find something different, some different perspective, some different points in every level or every different time when you actually read it. So I've actually read this for this third time, and actually I would like to share on a few. I bring up 5 keynotes from this book. So this book has actually 12 keynotes. Yeah, I've actually brought our highlighted here. I want to share on 5 keynotes, which I think probably is a good keynotes for us to kickstart after Chinese New Year, holiday mood and all that. Probably we want to review, refresh ourselves back to keep us back on track on what we are going to pursue for this year. Okay, so the first keynotes and key messages that I actually read from this book is actually the belief. Okay, we talk about belief, and for my own experience, yeah. So in this business, many times actually we say that we believe. Yeah, I believe what Darryl said, but do you really believe in yourself or not? So the belief, right, is like you have to believe and really believe until your mind, your mind, your eyes, your heart, and even your cell, your own cell tissue, muscle, whatever, also believe that you can do that task. Okay, really believe, and only that you can actually move the mountain, and you can, and believe and really believe that then only you can actually succeed, and you will. So it works in a way that when you believe, right, you can actually generate the power. Like just now, Darryl, he's so believe when he tested the product, he applied on that product, he has so believe. You see the energetic, the power, and then the skill, the energy to perform that things. And when you believe that really that you can do it, right, you will know how to do it already. But many times, like I experience this, I need to know the things like 100%, or I need to know the things thoroughly first. Only that I can do, only that I believe. Means that I want to know all first, only that I believe. But sometimes, right, in many times, you have to believe first. Only you will bring the thing exist. Okay, you believe and do it until you bring the things into existence. Okay, that is how actually the belief works. It does not work as you exist first. You make sure the things let me see the thing first, only that you can believe. No, you have to believe first until you make the things exist, until you see the things into existence. Okay, so even a slight doubt and disbelief, because the most powerful in our mind is the subconscious mind. Okay, the conscious mind, you will say that, okay, I believe, I think, yeah, this one I can do. Many people can do, I believe I can do. But if it doesn't sink in your subconscious mind, right, you still have a slight doubt of disbelief, right? So you will still not actually able to make it. A lot of times, right, when you believe, right, but you don't do it, the action will tell. Because when you really 100% believe until your cell also believe, right, until your whatever, every part of your body believe it, right, you will put it into action. But that's why your action will tell you whether you doing it or not doing it, doing little, doing big. It will tell us how successful you are. So in your mind, right, we have 2 formats. Our mind is a thought factory. There are 2 formats. So we call one of them is Mr. Triumph, who actually in charge of manufacturing positive thoughts. Okay, they produce the reason. He produced the reason why you can, and why you are qualified, why you are enough to do the things that you want to, and why you will do it. And another foreman, we call him Mr. Defeat. It will produce negative, depreciating thoughts. It develops the reason. It tells you why you cannot really or not. Why you are weak, why you are not you're not educated, you are not good enough to do the thing, to perform the things. Yes, so I think we are human beings. We are not perfect. So there's an angel and devil. Sometimes you have to make who wins, Mr. Triumph to win or Mr. Defeat to win in your thoughts. So you got to choose wisely. So 3 guides to strengthen the power of belief. So you definitely, you want to always cite Mr. Triumph, and then means that you want to think of success and don't think of failure. And remind yourself regularly. This is what also I do, because I have a low self-esteem and many years ago, and I built myself to this day is through books and through functions and through this environment, actually, to mix around with the positive people that you need to. So you have to think regularly that I am better than I think I am. We are just, in our the subconscious mind is actually consists of the 90% of unleashed potential. You do not know the potential that you have that is so great under the subconscious mind. We have actually, whatever that we have here is only maybe like 10% or less than 10%. It's whatever we can see, the subconscious mind, whatever we can directly put into our mind. But the subconscious mind is much more powerful. So always tell ourselves that I am better than I think I am. So there's much more potential than we have. So believe in big. Okay, the size of our success is determined by the size of our belief. So let's say we believe that we can do this much, this is the much. If let's say we can do so big, and we can actually believe that we can do that much, a lot more, then we can do it actually. So I think this is one of the keynotes that I took from this book, and it is so powerful. Okay, the first message is belief. Okay, and then next. So the next message, the second message is how to cure our excusitis. So excusitis is a word actually, a term from this book. Yeah, excusitis. It comes from the word excuses. So excuses is a failure disease. So a lot of many times when you see people, unsuccessful people, definitely. So the unsuccessful people, they have one thing in common. They always give excuses. Okay, so successful people, they will just bring into action. They're less inclined to make excuses. So thoughts are definitely the thoughts and whether positive or negative, right? It will grow strong. It will grow stronger when you fertilize it. What you feed in your thoughts. Okay, if let's say you feed it with a lot of excuses, it will grow. It will grow negatively. It will tell you you can't, you're not enough, you don't have enough of this. Okay, you're not qualified for this and that. But when you think that I'm qualified, hey, I have a lot of potential not yet revealed. I want to try. I will win by small win, and yes, done deal. That's it. You will do it. Okay. So there are a few types of excusitis. The first one normally is health. We always give reason that whenever we want to do something, probably you can bring big, whichever big that we can. But after that you will give a doubt to yourself. Hey, it will actually, like just now, Darryl mentioned, previously he sleeps to 8 hours per day, but he still feel lethargic, and then now he feel, people think that if I say I slept less than 8 hours, so you're going to jeopardize my health. But just now Darryl mentioned, if let's say you actually manage the supplement properly, you give the good energy, exercising will help you. Even that you sleep 6 hours, you can give you so energy throughout the day. So a lot of times, and this is what I have also, I would think that last time I would think that any day if I say I sleep less than 8 hours, then okay, I will not get healthy already. But nowadays, we are so multitasking. We multitask among our job, our own personal, in the business. Like just now, actually, Bella mentioned in the chat group, to sleep 8 hours is totally a luxury. Yes, that is a very, very precise word for me also. I hardly sleep 8 hours right now, but we also want to be healthy. So don't give health as excuses that you can't do things, you can't achieve things and all that. So always think about that you will have a good health. You will find ways to get ourselves fit, and you are grateful that your body is good right now. And yes, we want to remind ourselves we want to stay healthy, we want to get involved into healthy workout, and then we spend some time, we want to allocate some time for health and fitness, and we want to live the life into fullness. So a lot of people actually giving the health excuses, yeah. So another second excuses, the normally people will give the intelligence. So they sell themselves shortly. So they actually, I cannot do one now. Huh? Can they ask me to share in the peace meeting? I don't think I can now. You know, hey, last time I also think like that. I'm not ready yet. I have to learn all the things first, only that I can share. You know, I have to learn the public speaking good enough first, only that I can speak. No, after that, I think because of some encouragement from mentors and all that, so I started to share bit by bit. So never underestimate our own intelligence or probably our own capability. Okay, it is not how much intelligence that we have, yeah. It is how we use our knowledge. It is the thinking process that guides our intelligence. Is much more important than how much intelligence we may have. So a lot of times we compare ourselves to other people. Wow, that person got master degree one or PhD, how am I going to compare to him to, probably like to run this business, right? Example, people say that, oh, you need to have very good IQ to run this business or do whatever task it is. No, you just need to remind yourself, our attitude are much more important than whatever intelligence that we have, right? Of course, intelligence skills is important, but how to use that intelligence, the thinking process are much more important. So don't ever sell ourselves short. Okay, this is the second excuses that we give ourselves, yeah. So the third will be the age. Okay, so this is also another excuses okay, whenever they want to do the exercising fat to fit program can they ask me to do what lunges ask me to do squat or I cannot so a lot of time a lot of time we think like that. But you see our fat to fit program, right? A lot of winners, you see, I don't say that they're old, but they really protect their age so nicely, and even some younger people, they can't actually squat also. I mean, they are doing the less squat. There's no perfect squat or perfect workout we can show here. So even that we are together, if let's say the more that we practices, that we actually can achieve it. It's not only for the young people who can actually want to do to set the goals, to want to look better, to set the goals to want to be better. Okay, so it is actually whenever level that we are or what age that we are right now, we want, or even that some people maybe here they just wanted to start this business, to looking into this business aggressively or want to build it actively, no matter what age that we are. Okay, just do it right now. Okay, it's not a limit. Age is not a limit to us. Okay, so when we start now, so our best years are ahead of us. Yeah. Okay, the fourth excuses will be the luck. And a lot of people will say, you see, some unsuccessful people they will think that, oh, I know you can because you have the luck you see. So you say you are so good in connection to many people can help you, so the luck excuses. Well, you're so lucky to know a lot of people. You have so many friends you can actually share with them all the products. Many times we heard of people, or maybe we also many times we also think like that. I'm not so lucky because I don't have many friends. I'm not so lucky because my parents or are not supportive enough. Okay, but you see, for success, right? There's a law of cause and effect. There's a cause of everything. So nothing happens without a cause. So what is the cause? The cause will be that the preparation that we make, the planning that we do, and the successful producing thinking that we actually exercise into ourselves. That is called luck. Okay, luck equivalent to these things. Yeah. So it is not just the sky falling luck to us. No, it comes with all the action also. So we do not want to be a wishful thinker. saying that we just wish for something without doing anything. So success is really coming from those doing those things, putting it into action and mastering those principles until that we produce the success. So what we can do is that we can actually keep on practicing, keep on actually learning from those people who has experience. Probably in this group we have a lot of CEOs here, and developing the qualities and skills into ourselves, and that will actually make us a winner. Okay, so these are the four common sin excuses that we will find, and this is how actually we can actually cure that. Is totally on our mindset. And the third messages that I also feel it is very important is that how to actually destroy the fear, or how to, I wouldn't say destroy, maybe like heads on and actually heads on and face the fear and build back the confidence level that we want. Okay, many times when we do something new, when we meet some situation new, and how are we, it's not about how what's the result. A lot of times it's not about the result, it is about how we actually deal with that. Okay, what is the attitude that we perform when we deal with a situation? Okay, so fear normally will come into in ourselves when we deal with something new. We deal with something that not really familiar, that we are not really familiar, and basically fear really is really coming. It's very psychological. It comes from imagination. You know, sometimes that, okay, example that you're tasked to do a sharing in the place meeting. Before sharing, you give a lot of thoughts already. Hey, can my screen work or not? Can my slide work or not? Is my voice okay? I very kanchiong or very nervous or how? So all the negative come already before we even started, you know. So that is normal, seriously. And it comes to me also, you know, previously when we just started as new person, it's very, very normal. Okay, now let us see how actually we overcome that. So fear is really a number one enemy. It is a very, very powerful force. Yeah, very, very powerful force. If let's say we let it grow, or we fertilize it, we keep on fertilizing it, it grows, it will definitely stop us from capitalizing or step on opportunity, or any opportunity there is. But because of fear, it will stop you on riding on it, leveraging on that opportunity. You will lose out an opportunity, and actually it will wear down your physical vitality also, because you keep on worrying, you cannot sleep lah, you stress lah. Yeah, so it will actually, you know, affect your own physical and mentally as well. So it makes you sick. It makes you know, some of our well-being and all that, and it really shortens our life, and it prevents us. All in all, it prevents us from getting what we really wanted. You know, many of times that when we see people that you want that, but you feel that your life is so pathetic because you can't go for that things. You know, you want a very successful life, but you feel pathetic because you can't go. It's because that we actually being blocked by that fear. So the only thing that how we can cure fears is actions. Just take action. You know, there's one formula that I don't know, I read from which book, or maybe seen from a motivation movie. Don't think. So whenever it comes in you, right? So you just count 5 seconds only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go and just do the action. Don't think. If let's say you think, the over-analyze will actually paralyze your action, will paralyze your intention to take action. The over-analyzing. So don't think too much. Just take action. If let's say the things that you're going to do is good, don't think. 1, 2, 3, just deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just do it. Okay, so let's just see what type of fear commonly that we meet in our life. So firstly, we feel embarrassed because of our personal appearance. So what is action? Instead of keep on putting down ourselves, keep on having this low self-esteem, right? Just take action and improve it. Practice better grooming, the makeup session, how to dress well, and definitely come and join our Back to Fit program to get ourselves fit and improve our appearance. Yeah, that will actually much more better that we actually waste the time or spend the time dwelling into the fear. And the second fear is that fear losing important customers. Sometimes we also fear. Sometimes we met some, 难搞 means that are very difficult customers. So how are we going to tackle that customer? So just believe in ourselves. We are sincere, although that we are not good, but then we are very sincere and we want to help them. So work doubly hard to give a better service. And when your intention is right, that intention like, I'm sincere, I want to help him. Okay, I guess I'm not good enough yet, but I will improve. So work doubly hard to give better service and correct anything that actually may have caused the customer lost confidence in us. Example like the product knowledge and even how to help the customer solve problem. And that action when you take, it will reduce the fear a lot, the fear of that customer a lot. Okay. So the third one, okay, fear of failing an examination, interview, or probably you want to show a business plan. So instead of actually, spending time of worry, stressing, why not put ourselves quickly into study time, study a lot. How? Study that plan and how practicing the plan, how to show the plan and learn and improve from past mistakes. Yeah, we take one failure. I would think that it is a failure. I would think that the past experience of mistake and improve that. This is how actually we grow. Okay, that action will help to actually reduce that fear also. And fear of the things totally is beyond our control. Sometimes we cannot control. Like example, like recently in Selangor in KL, the flood, you can't control, but we can actually switch our attention into something productive that we could control. Like example, like how improving our mindset and attitude, maybe that we can actually use that energy to help more people, to share more people, to share hope to people. Okay, that the things that you can control. And sometimes, a lot of times, yeah, this is very, very common. Fear of what other people may think and say on us. Okay, oh, what he will think on me, what he will meet these people, sometimes. So make sure that firstly your intention is right, your intention is sincere, our intention is to help and do good to you. Okay, make sure that what you do plan to do is right, then just do it. No one have ever everything that's worthwhile to do, you will encounter criticizing from other people. So just ignore that. Whenever that you do the right things, right? So just continue with that. Okay. And another one like fear of making investment, purchase big items. This one definitely this one you have to do a lot of studies, analyzing all the factors and what are the risks that you can take. This one we really want to seek from experienced people, or even that the businesses when you come into challenges and all, right? We want to seek from our mentor who has actually been through that, who actually come to that challenges and overcome that before. Then be decisive and trust our own judgment and just do it. And fear of people, sometimes we compare people. Wow, this person, lawyer, doctor, PhD, and when you want to show them something or you want to share some, some good supplement and some products, now put them in a proper perspective. Remember that the other person also just a human being like us. Okay, and yes, the intention is that we want to help them and we want to share good things with them. So just overcome that with putting that into action. So that is basically the few type of fears and what action that we can take. So whenever we actually conquer fear, bit by bit, right, our confidence level will actually increase automatically. So all confidence is actually built by small wins. Don't you? I just want to ask whether you all agree with this. Just a small wins only. One thing that you never do before, but you do. Like just now, Darren share half marathon. Then try. After that, completed half marathon. Then after that, try full marathon and completed full marathon. And then try the Ironman. You just try it out. Okay, maybe not complete, but the next one complete. So it's just like, it grows from a small win, a bit, one step at a time until you go into a big goal and you achieve a big success, right? So the technique, some little techniques this is what daily, like you just want to build the confidence level. So just challenge ourselves. You know, whenever we go to a seminar, and right now cannot right now. So if let's say you go to a seminar and be the front seater. A lot of people like to sit at the back, because okay, they want to be observant and all that. They're afraid, Normally the front seater will be called by the speaker normally, so they're afraid of that. So challenge yourself to be the front seater. And whenever you meet a person and talk to a person, communicate with the eye contact, eye to eye level. A lot of people, you don't have confidence, they will actually they will move their eye contact away from that people. And walk 25% faster. Sometimes we walk faster, it actually creates the energy, the confidence level in ourselves. And speak up. Learn to raise and then speak up on our thoughts. Sometimes we think that, oh, this can be do this way. I have good suggestion. Speak up and give a big smile, wear a big smile on yourself, and that big smile will portray yourself as a confident person. And volunteer for a task, okay? Any task, probably personal in your work, and probably in this space meeting as well. You want to be a host, or you want to share some topics? Yes, you can actually tell your mentor that you want to volunteer for a task. Okay, this is the third messages, yeah. And the fourth messages, how to think big. Okay, so this is also a very good point, how to think big. A lot of time we only think, just do like that, enough already lah. Okay, so if let's say we ever ask ourselves what is our greatest weakness, but a lot of times, the greatest human weakness is that they always self-depreciating, selling ourselves short, like selling ourselves short. I'm not good enough, enough already like that, can already. I achieved this, I'm very satisfied already. But do remember that, like just now I say that the subconscious mind has 90% in ourselves. The 90% is still hidden. Our potential is still hidden under our subconscious mind. So let's see what are the situation and how the petty thinkers and big thinkers, and maybe some of the situation we may be the petty thinkers, and how are we going to think convert into the big thinkers. So example, the first situation, expense accounts. So normally the expenses accounts how do we do it? So the petty thinkers that find ways to increase income by chiseling the expense account, means that they cut off the expenses okay. Oh, I want to buy these things, so I cut off the expenses but I want to buy that, example, I want to buy that watch, a very nice watch and all that, a luxury watch. And the big thinkers will think, okay, I want to get that watch. I will figure out ways to increase my income through selling more merchandises or selling more services. Okay, and petty thinkers, this is typically myself. This is typically, last time I would think I want to save, I will cut my expenses. Because when you think that I want to cut my expenses, means that I think myself, I'm not good enough to go to get more income. Okay, so right now, if I say I want something, okay, let's set a goal to build more income and then to buy that thing. Okay, this is what normally the entrepreneur I will see. I realize that entrepreneur would think, I want to buy that, and those successful people, I will find ways how to increase their income. Okay, this is first situation. And conversation. So there's a comparison how the petty thinker think. Talks about negative quality. Many times they do the gossip, you see. Talk about, normally it's negative one, about friends bad, economy bad, government bad, These petty thinkers would think the company bad, doing a lot of jobs, it's not helpful, the bosses, competition, etc., negative. But the big thinkers will always think about, yes, there are still negative around, but they always look at the positive qualities on all situations they met. Okay, they are normal. It's normal to have negative, but the big thinkers only magnifies the positive qualities. And when the situation on progress, sometimes the company progress, the work progress. So the petty thinkers will believe in retrenchment. Okay, better I being retrenched, then I will get some compensation. And at the best, just stay status quo only. But for big thinkers, they always believe in expansion. Okay, how to develop more. And if it is not, how to change for better. Okay, this is how big thinkers think. And for future, definitely, the big thinkers will see the future very promising. They believe in themselves, and they will see much more they can do. And the better thinkers that are very limited, because I can do only this much, that's why in the future is only limited. Okay, and then the next one in work. Okay, better thinkers look for ways to avoid works. I have overloaded already. I want to avoid that. But big thinkers will think more ways how to be efficient. Think of a system. Think of a effective and efficient processes, SOP, in order to help the team. To lessen the job for the team, to make while not actually jeopardize the result, giving a good result, but it's still like having saved more time, being efficient and effective, and also in addition, looking into helping others. This is big thinkers in work. In competition, normally compete. Sometimes in a whatever competition. So petty thinkers, small thinkers will think that I compete with this average people can already. But big thinkers always want to, okay, I'm here already. Let's go for the next level. Okay, I can use this time to finish my race. I want to be better. So we will think always. Big thinkers will always think for how to be better. Okay, and then for budget problems, you will find way. Petty thinkers, small thinkers, find way. Just now we mentioned save money by cutting down all the necessary items. The necessary items, the things that you need, but you cannot cope already because budget problem. So you have to cut down all the necessary items. But the big thinkers, how to increase their income and buy more of the necessary items. Okay, they always find ways, find opportunities, how to stretch themselves. And goals, definitely, the big thinkers always set, goals, yes, high, is stretchable and achievable. The measurable and it actually makes sense. The achievable high goals. And then vision, big thinkers always look at long run, not like the petty thinkers, only short term. Okay, only short term only. So whenever there's a mistakes also, the small thinker, they will actually magnifies the small error and make them a big hoo-ha, big issues. But the big thinkers always ignore that because they are looking into big picture. They're looking into a long run values and long run benefits for the whole team and for the whole group or community. So this is how we actually are putting ourselves and how we make ourselves to think big. The fourth message, yeah. So another summary on how to think big also. Don't ever sell ourselves short, because we are better than we think we are. Seriously, yeah. And then use the big thinkers vocabulary. Use big, bright, cheerful words that actually brings hope, happiness, and pleasure. Stretch our vision. Always remember our subconscious mind. Whatever that we said right now is based on our conscious mind, and under our subconscious mind, there are 90% potential we have not actually unleashed. So practice to adding values to things, people, and most importantly is ourselves. And getting the big view on our job, career, or business. Because whatever that we think, right, it is mostly how they are going to end up for us. If let's say we give a small view, then it will land small. And think above the trivial things. Focus your attention into big objectives. Okay, like the meow lah. So actually this meow can be the lion. So meow or lion, you think. Okay, you choose. The last one, the fifth messages, very important. Setting goals. I myself, because of low self-image, I always avoid setting goals because I would think that set already cannot achieve one. But it is so important. Day by day, when you lose one day, your time will be losing already. So day by day, when if let's say we don't set any goals, 1 year later, you'll find that nothing happened. You're just status. When you do not actually, when you are stagnant, means that you don't move forward, right? Means that you already lose out already. Okay, you're already like being lagging away already. So in order to improve ourselves, setting goal is very, very important. We've been hearing a lot of mentor successful people saying that, but but I also want to emphasize that if let's say it is not important, it will not be emphasized by a lot of leaders. Okay, a goal is objective, purpose, and a dream acted upon. This acted upon is very important. So nothing happens, no forward step is taken until a goal is established. So last year we did, end of last year we did a vision board. So yes, I think the board in the bedroom is very, very important. Get a clear fix where you want to go. Create an image, visualize ourselves in 10 years from now, in terms of our health, in terms of our wealth, our social, in terms of our personal goals, and in terms of spiritual or probably family. Where are we 10 years from now? And write down that 10-year plan. Put down in the paper what we want to accomplish in terms of career, family, health, wealth, social, and spiritual. And break it down, also important, because 10 years, our mind cannot read, no. Our mind can, 10 years so far, still got time, you know. But when you break it down into small actions, actually, we do not have enough time, you know. Seriously. The 10-year, we always say, oh, we set a goal, is vision, we visualize already. But the 10-year is so, we still got a lot of time, 10 years. But one day, gone, it's just gone like that. Then end up when the time that you realize 1 year has gone, 2 years has gone. So break it down into small action plan in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and up to that 10 years, and do our self-own tracking. And you can actually break it down into 30-day goals. If actually you can't see, you can't believe I still got time. And build it 30-day goals. Like example, that what we really did well for the Fat to Fit program, 30 days goal. 30 days, even that a small improvement that we have made, a small percentage of fat that we reduce, it is still an improvement that we make. So day by day effort, but in order to lose that small percentage of fat, you know how many things that we do our effort. We change our diet habit, and then we also work out, you know, how many times or walk how many steps in a day. So the day by day effort actually pays off. Remember that we say that the small win is actually very, very important. So achieve our goal one step at a time. And the most importantly, that you have to find the why, your why, the purpose, and then the desire. That is the most important. Why you want to achieve this in 10 years time? Why? So find that and let the goal be our automatic pilot. It will actually automatically give you that. Automatically, your subconscious mind will know. When once you set already, put down in the paper already, once we put that, your mind will know how. You will actually automatically wake up. No need to sleep 8 hours. 6 hours enough already. I got that energy already, or maybe 5 hours, 6 hours. And it automatically you will wake up to do workout. Suddenly wake up in the morning 6 o'clock to do that, because you want to have a fit, or you want to get a fit appearance. You want to lose fat. Okay, let our goal absorb ourselves into our subconscious mind, and you will find that we will make every decision that we make is right to reach our goal. So when we actually have this master plan A, say example that we want to achieve, we want to go to that destination to achieve that goal. Master plan A, suddenly master plan cannot work. In the middle, sometimes things happen that is beyond our control. Okay, map out alternative plan, what you can do. Example that, okay, in case that I'm doing a job now, say example that my job actually I'm being retrenched, or maybe that I lost this job already. What can I do? What is the alternative plan? Okay, in order for me, not allowing me to actually letting go my goal. Okay, there's an alternative plan. Not letting me to giving up my goal. Okay, so also it's important to invest ourselves in education. I think the crucial part of education is actually into our mindset and skills and the mental power. Okay, so this setting goal is very, very important. So with that, I want to end with this quote, which actually very, very truthful and very directly actually represent the magic of thinking big. So our beliefs will actually become our thoughts, and when the thoughts actually being planted in our mind, it will become our words. the way that we speak out and the way that we actually speak to ourselves, and we speak ourselves into us to put into action, and that action repeating daily by daily will create a habit for us, and that habit will actually change our value to be better, and it will become our destiny. All right, with that, everyone, I end my sharing here. Thank you very much. I'll pass the time back to Weilut.
Okay, awesome sharing. Thank you very much, Miss ChinChing. Let us give her flowers and all your claps and hi and egg. Yes, such a wonderful summary of magic of thinking big. Yes, so many notes here, but I won't talk about all of that because already being fully told by Miss ChinChing. Action kills fear. So just now I hear something about failure diseases is excusitis. Such a wonderful words. And actually fear has two sides, like yin and yang. Okay, do you want to know? The first one is forget everything and run, or you face everything and rise. Okay, that's it. Okay. So with that, thanks a lot again, Miss ChinChing and Mr. Darryl, for such a wonderful, energetic, positive mindset sharing today. Magic of thinking big. Also, so with that, before I close, before we move on to our last segment, we will have a little bit closing from our dear Diamond founders, Janet. Okay, founders Diamond, Janet, please. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. It's such a wonderful night, right? That I believe for our business partner, either new or old, I think do benefit a lot. We must thank Darryl for a very holistic address to the energy improvement, and that were actually giving a lot of people, for those that knew, were actually rethinking back that where are the things or the area that can improve on, not just necessary solely neutralize, but also not necessary just positive thinking. It's actually our way and approaches that build it up. And further to that is that I am really impressed with how Darryl built himself from really avoiding sport till today, half Ironman. My goodness. I am shy to say that I'm not good at swimming, I'm not good at that. That is excuses, okay? Because they are good example. And also, really you can see that Darryl say, first time he tried, he couldn't do it, but he had done it halfway. Second time he tried, and that is progress. And I believe that is very similar to most of us in all the other little project, life project that we are in. And as long as we determine, we can progress toward the direction and achieve. But we need energy. Remember, we need energy. So from there, I take it as more as door opener for you to see how, okay, those are the keys. So you can research more into that. You can also most probably discuss about that. And also the best thing is experience that. And we must really thank Darryl for it. Darryl gave me the impression to say that he had been the attendee, a very quiet attendee for most of the time. I had arranged with him to say that, hey, because with the discussion, William and Casey, they say that, hey, he can participate. And when he participates, you can actually say, hey, this is the gym, a treasure inside. And I believe that among us, a lot of attendees are a lot of treasure and the gold mine. So, ChinChing then do complete what I am actually today plan to say through her sharing of magic of thinking big. I really invite all of you to really take action and making our home globaling a more and more exciting and inspired meeting and associations, so we can put most of the thing in practice. Magic of Thinking Big is a book that I read many, many years ago, 3 or 4 times at that time, but nearly forgotten about it. So we must actually give ChinChing 888 for awaken most of us. Should it be the books or whatever, but she summarizes it so well, plus giving us very practical example. And we can really pick ourselves up, and most of the ingredients are within us, and we are ready, except that what we tell ourselves and what we believe in. Okay, so with that, I really said we had a great team, okay? And this great team, as long as all of us come forward and we contribute, like I always appreciate a lot of our leaders like Casey, Wei Lun, Bella, many of you, okay, without mentioning names, that all of us make it possible. That is important. And you will be the one, when you participate, benefit the most. Like for Darryl, I believe that he is very well versed on his topics, but to actually present today, I think Darryl had actually revisit again and again. And when you can actually sharpen it, summarizes it, highlighting it, we benefit a lot, but Darryl benefit more. Okay, likewise for ChinChing. Okay, so with that, let all of us grow together, and where is a very good opportunity for not only setting us in the right self-development, and it can set us financially free. Okay, with that, thank you, and I pass back to Wei Lun.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, our founders, Diamond Janet, for such an awesome closing. Let us give her 888 and flowers. Thank you, everyone. So I have 3 things to tell before we end our sharing. Okay, the first one will be this one. Okay, our next week will be shared by. Okay, sorry. Will shared by 2 beautiful ladies. Okay. From Fat to Fit, so one of them is our coaches. One of them is one of the winner of Fat to Fit, second batch winners. Okay, so stay tuned for our next week's sharings. The second one is we want to inform everyone is our Fat to Fit batch 3 is coming, everyone, from the 1st April until 30th April. So everyone who wants to join may start registration starting from today. Starting from today until 30 March. Okay, here is a little bit how to join. Step 1, of course, the entry package, and then you start your photo receipt, and then you join the WhatsApp group. Don't worry, if you want to join, later we have buddies to help you how to register. Okay. This is the entry package for Malaysia and Indonesia. Okay, 2 things already. Okay, the third thing is just a few whiles ago I saw Miss Bay photo Instagram post. So I don't know if today is it not today. Is it our dear founders Diamond Edwin Tan's birthday? Closer. So let us wish our founders Diamond Edwin Tan happy birthday. Okay, happy birthday, Diamond.
Thank you.
When was it, Diamond?
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Diamond. Yay.
Thank you.
Shall we sing a song, everyone?
Okay.
Okay, let's sing a song.
Let's sing a song. Okay. Happy birthday
To
Diamond.
you.
Happy birthday
To you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
to Diamond.
Happy birthday to you. Say something.
Okay.
Yeah, say something.
Okay. Later I will get the cake for myself to cut. And I wish all our partners here all become platinum, then emerald, then diamond. That is our within 5 year goal to achieve that. And I believe you can do it. Thank you.
Thank you again. Okay, happy birthday again, our dear Edwin Tan. Yeah. So with that, we close our meeting for today. Thanks for all the speakers and our diamonds. See you again next week. Bye bye.
Thank
Awesome
you.
host.
Thank you,
Thank
Wado.
you. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.